Does sexuality really have to decrease after 50? No. The body changes, but with the right angle, the right rhythm, and the right preparation, the sensations deepen. This is what I hear most often from my patients. The desire is there, but the energy and comfort aren't. The good news: the key to increasing frequency isn't strength, it's the angle, flow, rhythm trilogy. Today, I'm sharing a step-by-step plan that increases blood flow without tiring the joints, alleviates performance anxiety, and reestablishes the rhythm of intercourse. Hello, I'm Dr. Lyra Benton. Welcome to my channel where I focus on urology and men's health. Don't forget to follow, like, and share your comments. A word of caution: this video isn't a lesson in breaking records. It's a lesson in sustainable pleasure. Because frequency isn't a number, it's a combination of painlessness, confidence, flow, and connection. If you're looking for more often, better, and more natural, I'll provide a 4-week roadmap distilled from clinical practice, supported by weekly intimacy appointments in the following sections of the video. What are we increasing? What we call more frequently is the sum of the following components: painlessness, joint and tissue comfort, flow, blood flow and lubrication, rhythm, tempo and breathing synchrony, and confidence, reduced anxiety, improved communication. As these 4 elements increase, frequency naturally increases. There's no need for force. To support this, we schedule intimacy appointments spread throughout the week. First, let's look at the 10-point roadmap that should be followed to support the weekly plan. 1. Movement appointment, 150 minutes of cardio, plus 2 days of strength. Brisk walking increases intravascular flow. Light strength, push-pull core provides stability around the pelvis. The goal is not to tire out, but to warm up circulation. Spread 30 to 40-minute walks throughout the week. Use painless, controlled repetitions of strength. 2. Sleep 7 to 8 hours, hormone libido axis. Sleep is critical for testosterone/estrogen regulation and erectile quality. Reduce blue light after 11 p.m. and stop eating heavy meals 2 hours before bed. Interrupted sleep negatively impacts morning stiffness and energy. Therefore, sleep hygiene is a natural aphrodisiac. 3. Medication review with a doctor. SSRIs, some antihypertensives, excessive alcohol, and smoking can reduce sexual desire/performance. Alternative medications, dose adjustments, or schedule changes often make a difference. Don't stop and start on your own. Talk to your doctor. 4. Pain relief strategy, lubrication plus tissue preparation. Water silicone-based lubricants for dryness in women. Topical estrogen with a doctor if necessary. For men, position with waist-hip protection and pillow support. Warm showers or heating pads increase tissue temperature, reducing frictional resistance and improving comfort. 5. Pelvic floor. Teach relaxation, not just frequent. The classic frequently approach creates unnecessary tension in some patients. Protocol: 3 seconds of tightness, 6 seconds of relaxation, 10 repetitions. 2 sets plus 1 set focused entirely on relaxation. Synchronize with breathing, preparation during inhalation, relaxation during exhalation. 6. Extend foreplay. 3 C's heat flow trust cycle. Time is essential for tissue warming and mental transition. Slow warming both increases lubrication and reduces pain. It also reduces performance anxiety for the man. Waiting for the ready signal is the smartest way to manage the tempo. 7. Scheduled intimacy appointments 2 times a week, 45 to 60 minutes. Phones are off. Sex is not necessary. Hot shower plus massage, long hug plus slow kissing, sensory exploration. As the brain learns these intimacy appointments, spontaneous moments increase. This is the most reliable trigger for frequency. 8. Micro-touch habits, intimacy spread throughout the day. Mini massages of the neck and back, 5 to 10-second hugs, a waist grip in the kitchen. These small gestures make the nervous system feel safe and make the body receptive to sexuality. 9. Anxiety management, 4 to 6 breaths, focus on sensation. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds, 8 to 10 rounds. Shift the mind from "I must succeed" to "What am I feeling?" Set the pace by talking during micropauses, 20-30 seconds. This releases performance pressure. 10. Medical support options with a physician, if necessary. TDE5 inhibitors for men. Topical estrogen/moisturizers for women may be helpful. Hormone replacement therapy is only indicated. If ED has persisted for 3+ months, we also consider cardiovascular risk screening. Now let's move on to the 4-week plan. Week 1, groundwork. Introduction. we're laying the groundwork first. The goal is to warm up the body with gentle movements that stimulate circulation and protect the joints, put the nervous system into I'm safe mode, and gently reapproach intimacy. The main pillars of the week: light cardio, plunge core strength, 2 intimacy sessions, and choosing the right lubricant. This trio prepares the body and mind rather than forcing it, so the frequency will naturally increase in the following weeks. Movement: 3x 30-minute walk, plunge 2x very core strength sessions, wall push-ups, elastic band pull-ups, plank variations. Intimacy: schedule 2 intimacy sessions, 1 hot shower plunge massage, 2 hugging plus slow kissing. Penetration isn't the goal. The goal is to prepare the body and mind. Lubrication and safety: choose a water silicone-based product. Use oil-based products with a latex condom. Medical checkup: review your medication and medical history with your doctor. Week 2, rhythm and relaxation. Introduction: this week, we're not gearing up, we're finding rhythm. We're increasing tissue comfort by teaching the pelvic floor not only to tighten, but also to relax. Designing an intimacy session entirely around sensory contact shifts the mind from the pressure of performance to the focus of what am I feeling. As comfort increases, blood flow, lubrication, and confidence increase accordingly. Pelvic floor 10 min daily. 3 sec squeeze, 6 sec relax text 10, 2 sets plus 1 set of complete relaxation. Position: spooning or pillowed missionary, knee hip friendly, easy to manage angle. Intimacy session focus: dedicate 1 session entirely to sensory contact. Listen to your body's ready signals. Week 3, micro sessions with increased frequency. Introduction: we're now increasing frequency with micro touches. Short but regular touches expand the brain's intimacy map. The window of desire opens more frequently. Moving a main session to the morning provides a hormonal energy advantage. A 3-to-1-3 tempo, 3 rhythmic advances, 1 slow down, 3 pauses and feels reduces performance anxiety and keeps arousal controlled and sustained. Add 1 more mini intimacy session, 20 min, kissing, neck, shoulder massage, synchronized breathing. Timing: move a main session to the morning energy, testosterone advantage. Temperature: a 3-to-1-3 cycle, 3 rhythmic advances, 1 slow down, 3 pauses and feels. Week 4, sustainable model. Introduction: this week, we're making the model permanent. Whichever part you're stuck on, pain, dryness, anxiety, we're adjusting with small, targeted adjustments to lock in your unique, personal rhythm. The goal is regular intimacy that both partners enjoy, flowing naturally throughout the week, without pressure. Increasing frequency is the natural result of this stable foundation. Target rhythm: 2 quality sexual encounters plus 1 mini intimacy date per week. Fine-tuning: pain, row, longer warm-up, pillow placement, position changes. Dryness, row, lubrication plus foreplay duration, up low. Anxiety, row, 4 to 6 breaths, micro pauses, how do I feel, instead of how are you. Feedback: 1 sentence at the end of the session, that went really well / let's try that like this. In summary, we're increasing frequency not by forcing it, but by improving the flow, angle, rhythm, breathing, comfort. First, the groundwork: sleep, movement, lubrication, and pelvic relaxation. Then the rhythm: planned intimacy appointments, 3x foreplay, then add micro sessions and take advantage of the morning. By week 4, a sustainable pattern is established. We're addressing the weak link: pain / dryness, anxiety. Remember, this isn't a race, it's a dance between 2 nervous systems. Medical support is available when needed, but for most couples, the right preparation, the right angle, and the right pace are already opening doors. Remember, the content I share here is for general health and educational purposes only. New onset chest pain, shortness of breath, uncontrolled blood pressure, diabetes, or persistent pains, bleeding are red flags. Consult your doctor for personal health decisions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for a healthy, balanced, and powerful life. Stay tuned for the next video with some mind-blowing topics that will amaze you. Take care.